might be pleased to know that I've tried to start organising a bit of a schedule because it kind of got out of whack, and what we'd been able to do in the past was plan a few weeks in advance, and then over the lockdown and stuff it was kind of a bit more ad hoc because no one was doing that, and now that we're all allowed out and people have plans and people are going on holidays and that sort of stuff, we're having to get back to me putting together some plans. So hopefully Hull FC do have their game this week because Sarah's coming up next week, so we can find out from her what's been going on there. Then we'll have another week where we'll have 2 shows in a week because Super League playing 2 games in a week. So we'll have Alan on the Monday and David on the Friday evening to catch up on those midweek games. So that's what we've got coming up over the next couple of weeks for you all. So mark your cards with that. Make sure you get your fan views in on all the games and all the news. Check us out on social media at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram, at facebook.com/Super League Pod. I must say this year's probably been the least active I've ever been on any of the social media platforms, so I apologise for that. superleaguepod@gmail.com if you want to send us an email to get in touch that way. Go to superleaguepod.com to check out all our episode details. Every week there'll be a new post on there that'll tell you sort of what to expect in the show, and also, more importantly, all the links to all of our friends and sponsors. Search for the show on, well, wherever you get your podcasts, you know that by now. Please do leave us some reviews, and also, if you're listening at this stage of the show, after 2 hours, you're committed. And what I want you committed people to do is just hit retweet when you go on Twitter, and just hit share when you go on Facebook, and let's get some more people involved, because clearly 5 of the clubs don't seem to want to send in reviews at the moment, so let's see if we can get some new people involved from those clubs. Do you want to give a shout out to our friends, which includes yourself?
Yes, buy stuff from me, otherwise I won't be able to afford tickets for Saints away on Thursday. It's Rob's Toy Shop, ebay.co.uk/Rob's Toy Shop, and if you put SLP discount in the checkout, then Mark will get some pennies to pay for his hosting costs, which are free. Other friends are Little Warden, vital alerts for hidden issues. Head to littlewarden.com to see what they can do for you, or don't, because I saw Dom at the match on Friday and he couldn't be asked putting a review in because Leeds lost. And Sarah's bookcase. Sarah sells us born books with access to over 3,000 titles from baby to young adults. There's something for everybody, and you can find out more on Facebook.
Yeah, and all the links to those will be on superleaguepod.com if you hit the episode blog post. And thanks to everyone for... Go on.
I was just going to say, in terms of the news, Mark, you could probably do with tweeting the link out on your Twitter feed, because on the occasions where I have thought, I want to make a snide remark about that news story, I struggle to find the link to the Google form. I know it's in the blog, but I don't know if you can send a tweet out now and again, and you might get me and Tom Andrews commenting again.
I do sometimes, but it's just I'm busy, man. I have a different. I will definitely find it. If we're talking real life stuff, because I don't know how much I talk about real life so much anymore. I have a slightly different job to what I had 12 months ago, and it takes up a lot more of my mental capacity than what it did 12 months ago. So to be honest, I just forget to do it. Whereas I might have, whilst having a shit at work, put up a link to it. Now it just doesn't even enter into my ability to think at lunchtime half the time. But yeah, I will endeavour to do that, Rob. As our premier sponsor and biggest supporter, I will.
And I will endeavour to fill out the form on the news stories whilst having a shit at work.
Excellent stuff. Right. Well, thanks for joining us again, Rob.
I'll look out for. I'll keep checking my DMs the day before the next recording, just in case.
And thanks to everyone for listening to your favourite rugby league podcast, the Super League Pod. Goodbye.
Goodbye.